Markarth is going to be my home, at least in the early game. There are all kinds of ingredients here, and I want to get all of those. I also want to get the iron mine. But the first thing we do is go inside and take a look at this guy.
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my
Be careful. I die for my people.
So here are the goals. In every town I want to get free beds, as much easy coin as I can get. Smithing, mines, maybe a horse eventually. In kind of longer term, I want to get money for heavy armor training, two-handed training, and my goal is kind of midterm, the Arthurium armor for my two-handed heavy armor work. So that's my goal. But the first thing I want to do is I want to level speech, and I want to get money, and I want to get as many friends as possible. I'm not interested in this quest because it's an evasion quest, and this is not an evasion character. I don't get anything out of it as a heavy armor build, so there's no reason to do this quest.
What are you doing that?
Every NPC in town is out for 24 hours. You can't do anything, but there's plenty to do for 24 hours. So we're going to find something to do until these NPCs all become active. We've helped this character, and if you help people, they give you nice stuff. And that's true in this case, too. In most towns, there's a beef merchant, and I stop in with every beef merchant and buy beef every chance I get. There's never a problem getting beef. This is a great town for hanging moss, so yeah. So this is kind of going to be home. I imagine this is where Lazgar hangs out. She hangs out on that stool. That's her stool. And everybody knows her. I roleplay that she and Koznak are best friends. They hang out here. Once you get Koznak as a follower, which you only have to give him alcohol, you get this bed, which is good. It gives you the lowest level of rest. You also get access to the really good bed on the other side of the inn. So that's good for, I think, 10% learning. But you also get all the stuff inside the inn. And I'm going to take every single thing that I can and make use of it. So we wait a day doing other stuff. There are other quests we can pick up before all the people in the town square come back and they're active. So I'm going to do that.
You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the... You see those warriors?
First thing I need is just a little bit of spending money. So I pick up carrots, tomatoes, salt, garlic, clothes I can sell, ale, wolf hearts. There's just kind of a list of stuff that I'm looking for. Out here, I'm looking for alchemy ingredients, farm ingredients, the nearby mine. Just kind of loading up on stuff that I'm going to use later. One of the interesting things is that selling crops counts as helping a citizen for becoming Thane. You have to do between 3 and 5 help my citizen quests. And so, you know, this is an easy way to knock off those 5 quests and become Thane. And I often do this at level 1.
I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be.
So that farmer likes us. I've never tried it at that farmhouse, but we can probably go in her house at night and she'll let us take all the garlic, salt, and Eider cheese wheels are also very valuable for making elsewhere fondue. So every day I intend to eat, soups to buff all my stats. So yeah, bottled milk. Bottled milk is also something we want. So I bought some beef and some bottled milk, and I'm going to get this guy's little buff to prices.
Now get lost.
You need some fresh meat for your family? Just look at the blood coming from this cut.
That's disgusting. Get that rotting carcass away from me.
What's wrong?
You wear the armor of a brigand. Best not cause any trouble.
And there are a bunch of easy quests in this town, and they really pay off. So I'm going to get those.
What is this?
Now I'm role-playing that Lazgar doesn't really know what it is to be an orc, so she's very happy anytime she interacts with orcs. And that was kind of cool, because I've never played an orc before. And I really developed an appreciation for orc culture and the orc characters. And I didn't like orcs very much before I played Lazgar, but now I like orcs a lot. And part of it was just kind of interacting with them and listening to what they had to say. I really want that great sword, and it would be perfect for her, but a little expensive. Okay, I take everything that I can that's in the town, mainly because I'm just kind of scrounging. I really like this part, where it's worthwhile to scrounge for everything and to talk to every character in the game. I like talking to the characters. So this is only fun in the early game. You're never going to do this in the mid game. There are going to be bigger things to do. So this is a very important blessing in the early game. It helps you pass persuasion checks, particularly if you start with low speech like an orc does. But it adds 10 to persuasion or speech. So that's really good. I will be able to get persuasion checks and level speech now. Most of the persuasion checks are level 25. Some are 35, some are higher, but most of them are 25. So the goal is to get to 25.
Don't want to be alone when some forsworn comes swinging. I personally trained a whole litter for the Jarl.
I really like talking with all the characters and hearing their dialogue in the early game.
Wow, look at you. Thanks. Take it to Voada. She handles all the dogs for the Jarl. All right then.
Okay, next little delivery quest.
Are you looking for a gift for a friend, perhaps? My family came here centuries ago. We made a good living smithing the silver that flows through the city. But you probably wanted to know about the fancy carvings and stonework, didn't you? Travelers always do. Here, I have a delivery I need to make to Calcimo. Why don't you take it to him? He knows the history of Markarth better than anyone. Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate your help. Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
So that girl right there is another mission, but we're not going to do the Dark Brotherhood. This character is not a killer, but doesn't like to kill, not a murderer, not a thief. I actually didn't know if she was going to be a thief when I started this character. I thought she might become a thief. There was some possibility, but from the very beginning she was not interested in stealing, and the Thieves Guild just became kind of not possible. But when I started her in the very beginning, I kind of thought she might go that path, but she had no interest in it.
Thank you.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First you take away Thomas. Now
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Glimmer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to pick that up. Poor Kira, such a patient woman. Now, you're supposed to get something for your trouble, aren't you? How about some gold? People seem to like that, I notice. Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in a Chuanzel. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer Museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good.
I want this quest for later. I don't want to do it right now. Not ready to kill Nimi. Quick word about Koznak. Koznak is, I think, a perfect follower in the beginning game because he has a lot of spare carry weight. He's an evasion character. Heavy armor characters don't have extra carry weight. What I primarily want Koznak for is a baggage handler. So, yeah, so I drop off this meat, and you don't get anything for this other than the 50. I think you can go into the stables, and there's garlic and salt in there, but I didn't do that this playthrough. I have gone in there before, but I didn't do it this game. So anyway, this quest has a huge payoff. So anyway, Koznak. Koznak is two-handed evasion, and if you give him a greatsword, he's actually not too bad. Many people consider him one of the worst followers in the game. He's not horrible. He doesn't last very long in his terrible evasion armor, but I don't really want him to fight. I just want him to carry my luggage. So this orc has some great orc armor. It is terrible armor for a follower because there are a lot of offensive enchants on it. But if you want to wear it, it's really good. It takes a Daedra heart. But it's a really good early game armor if you're going to wear it. It's not very good for a follower, though. Offensive enchants don't have any effect on followers, I don't think, unless that has been changed in Requiem. But in Skyrim, it has no effect. Like, say, two-handed, one-handed archery, things like that. So anyway, this is a great way to get started. We've completed the 5, help my people quests, so we could technically become Thane in 15 minutes, do a quest for the Jarl. But we're not ready to do that. We just want to get alchemy ingredients and some stuff that we can sell and really just load up. And since I don't have a horse, the only way for me to move stuff between locations is with Koznak. I want to collect iron tankards, anything made of iron, iron weapons, to recycle into iron ingots. Anything made of leather I can recycle into leather.
Do you know anything
and
about
so
this
on.
house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
This is a great quest. I make it a point to always talk to this guy.
Seems no one in this
I'd
city
really
does.
like to have that armor.
I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, legal rites, and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll
I don't even have a two-handed weapon at this point, do I? No, I don't think so. So I'd like to have that two-handed weapon and that shiny armor. That would be great. Legendary plate. Yeah, maybe not right now. What I did that for is I need to get him out of the town square. I need to get him inside. The texture on that armor will sometimes, did in a previous game, glitch my game. If your game crashes in this town, it's because of that armor. So, yeah, I get him inside so then I don't have to worry about him glitching my game. If you're having trouble, then you need to reset the settings inside the Steam menu for quality. I'm really screwing up how I'm describing that, but you have to have it on the highest setting for quality. The texture of that armor requires it. So now we're going to go to the next town and, load up on more good stuff.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.